everyone who's present at this event. Hi. And I appreciate everyone that showed up. What Pumeza is doing is quite phenomenal. She's a young woman, she's being unstoppable. She could be out slaying out there, it's a 10, but she decided to do this for the people in this community. So I want to just say big ups to her for that. Okay, I'm going to be very brief. Cool, where do I start? Perseverance. Why I chose the word perseverance? Because I feel like with my life, I have persevered quite a lot. And I've tried to be unstoppable, just like every one of us who's here today. The journey for me started back in 2014. I remember when I came out of grade 12, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I told my parents that, you know what, I'm taking a gap year. All my friends were going to varsity, expensive varsities. My parents were like, you know what, you're not going to be that one child in this street who doesn't go to school. We'll make sure you're going there. And I just told them, I don't have a passion. I don't know what I want to do. So varsity for me right now, on hold. And not that I couldn't get into varsity. I was an A student. I did everything good at school. I got my distinctions. And then from there, when I decided to take the gap year, obviously it comes with a lot of pressure. Most of your friends, you think that they're progressing more than you. You're thinking it's a race, but it's not even a race. It's a marathon, right? So fast forward, with my time, I decided to volunteer at an NGO just to help orphanages, just to help old people, clean them up. As fancy as that sounds, it wasn't nice. But I started to begin to engage with people, and through that, that's when I landed my first paycheck at the age of 18. From that age, I became a breadwinner. I was the highest paid anything in my family. I went from the guy who took a gap year to the guy who got the most paid. How that happened is that I got a referral through the NGO I was working with. Oh, this guy's actually good at IT, so hire him. And then from there, that's what I decided. I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to work for anyone else. I want to be about my grind and get this money. But, you know, life happens. So I decided to go back, did my diploma, finished it. And during that course, I remember my parents were telling me that they are not going to pay for my tuition because they wanted me to be a lawyer. They wanted me to be a doctor or something in those lines. Because my mom, she's quite an academic. She studied. My brother was a cum laude, too smart. So I was the odd one out. So they're like, you're going to do what? Marketing? No. We don't want to support such. What are you going to work as? So I had to work jobs in between going to school. I had to juggle between school and work. And I remember it came to a point where, and what they told me, we can't accommodate you anymore. You can't be coming in at this time. You can't be, so you're either going to choose your job or school. So I decided to choose school, finish my diploma. And then after that, it was quite a hard ordeal. Having to convince the dean to say, move my classes to a certain time. I promise I'm going to pass. I promise I'm going to be this good person. If you only just accommodate me. It was hard because I had no support whatsoever of anyone in my family. I did everything alone, from food, clothes, tuition fees, and thank God I managed to multitask throughout everything. And fast forward, I started my first company. It was an insurance company that I started. It was pretty good. I did good for myself. I really tried to push. Being a young person, getting into business is the hardest thing ever. Trust me, because nobody trusts you. You can do what you say you can do. It's extremely hard. So from starting capture, it became quite a success. And with the hurdles I faced, obviously I'm still young, learning money. I lose quite a lot of things. And that's when now I bumped into the passion. I fell in love with clothes. So I decided also to start an online boutique. It picked off quite well as well. And capture, I remember there was a point where it died out. Nobody trusted me. From your big companies, insurance, all of them, they were like, you know what, you are quoting us too much, but you're only 21 or 20 years. How do we trust you with so much money? So that's when capture decided to stop, died out, and that was a very trying time because I felt like, you know what, I'm not going anywhere. My qualification, mind you, me, graduated 2017, nobody was hiring me, and this is a fact. People don't like smarty pants. You get to a job interview, you say, I put in this much work, I never got hired. I went to over maybe 30 interviews. Even my mom was like, you're lying. Are you sure you're going to an interview? And throughout that time, I decided to get a job again. So I quit everything in business and I was like, you know what, this is not going to work for me. Let me just focus on being working normal 9 to 5. And fast forward, the birth of my third company started, and from there it's been a journey that has been quite life-changing, because in everything that I do, in all the companies that I started, the mission was people. As soon as I started working at the NGO, it made me realize that we have a duty to society, each and every one of us. Working 9 to 5 every day, it's not the way, trust me. You're not gonna buy anything. You'll be trapped in debt, firstly. I wanna get into that, actually. Currently at the moment, I'm not trying to downplay anyone or anything, but how society works right now is that we are brought up in a space of normalized averages. How that works is that you are told, go to school, get a job, get married, make babies, die. That's it. They don't tell you to become this independent millionaire, billionaire. If you told people, I've told a lot of people I'm going to be a millionaire, they laugh at me. And it's fine. It's not their dream, it's my dream. But because of the society that our parents have grown up in, to say we do things 9 to 5, firstly, you get a job, it's not going to pay you enough. No salary is enough. Even if you get 40,000, you still be trapped in debt. That's how society wants us to be. You will be trapped in debt, you will be driving debt, you will be sleeping in debt, your house will be in debt. So what I recommend that everybody does is that follow your passion. Regardless, if you like singing, follow your passion. We don't know that you're the next Justin Bieber, you're the next Beyonce that we haven't heard of. And that's the thing. The dream is to believe in the impossible. It's not about the possible. You have to believe in the impossible. Everyone that told me you're too young, you can't do it. Right now, my peers are looking up to me and saying, hey, how did you do it? But it's all about hard work, believing in yourself, and just aspiring to be greater than what you are. And don't let your environment control who you are, who you're going to become. Because today when I actually came here, it was actually heartbreaking. I met a lot of, I went to Mahlanyane. Like, it's a school around here, a public school, all that. I actually met a lot of my peers were doing drugs. It was hard. You know, someone that I actually looked up to and say, oh, this is my peer, we're gonna go far in life, and that happened. I just want to say, don't be a product of your environment. Do better, hard work, put in the hours. It's not easy. It's not easy to start anything. It's never easy. People will never believe you. First of all, even yourself, you're not gonna believe what you're gonna become. So I just want to say to everyone that just persevere through everything. If I would speak, I would go on for hours and hours and hours and hours, but I just want to say, hang in there. It's worth it. That 9 to 5, follow your passion. Leave your 9 to 5. If you want to go into IT, anything that you want to go into, go at it. The most successful people in this world followed their passion. Steve Jobs, he was a guy who had nothing. Took a TV and said, this can be a computer. The world told him he was crazy. Fast forward 20 years later, he's a billionaire. I'm not saying we are all Steve Jobs, but I'm just saying it's all about the dream. Dream big, guys. And thank you.
Amonyada, na periskipa with the Rona, actually. And the Mopela. And the Mothotlung is a self-made billionaire. Oh, I want to my future. Alright. I soon know. Take care of trouble and I don't go change. I don't recognize it. I know it. No, man. I would think I know. So, any questions? Is that only one? And another 1 minute. Only one. Firstly, I'd like to say you look absolutely handsome.
Okay, so you're saying that you went through all this, right? Did you before you got to where you are? What drove you? What kept you going despite the disappointments still you had?
One thing that comes into mind now, I would say God, prayer. As much as we party, we drink, we do all these things, at the end of the day, it's you and God kneeling down and saying, I can't anymore, I need you. So, I had no friends, one thing that I'll tell you, even till today. People push me aside to say, hey, you're too broke, hey, you're too this, you're too serious about life, hey, you're not fun. But one thing that kept me sane was God. So I would say, whatever you believe in, if you believe in this walk, you believe in this table, I don't judge. As long as you believe in a higher power, that you will be good.
People clap their hands. So good, hallelujah!